friends. My name is Tina, and you've reached Northern Stamper. Today is my Wednesday INKspiration Day. Are you excited as I am? Thank you for joining me. This week we have been showcasing the gift wrapped bundle. I wanted to show it here. A gift wrap bundle means that it is a stamp set, a really great stamp set for Christmas and birthdays and other stuff like that. It's not just for Christmas, just wanted to let you know. So bundle means a stamp set and either a die or a punch. So this one comes with a punch. I wanted to let you know that that's what we're going to be working with today. How exciting. It's a great set. And it can be found in the mini August to December mini catalog on page 12. I had to mark it here. And the bundle itself is $42.25. And if you live in Canada, let me know. I can order this for you. So this is a great stamp set for adding bows and stuff. This is a really cute set. You'll see this week I will be making cards strictly with this set. But I just wanted to touch base on that. I know some of you may be new to stamping, and that's great. Thank you for joining me. I hope you get some ideas. I know some of you are wondering what you need for stamping to get started. You don't really need that much. I wanted to let you know I kind of created a little kit for if you're just starting out. So I wanted to let you know that this little kit has a couple of Stampin' Spots in it. It means a little bit of ink. Liquid glue. This is fantastic. It holds really well. A little block to put your stamps on. What you do need a block because they don't come on wood blocks anymore. They come in like a package, and you can just lift off the stamp from the little piece of plastic, and you stick it onto a block, and then you kind of ink it up, and then you stamp, and you can just clean that off and use it again and again. So you get you need a little block that comes with it. There are some dimensionals. These are like little puffy adhesive, and it makes your items stand up a little bit more from the card. I wanted to let you know that as a bonus, I've decided to add in some little labels just to get you started. I punch them or take them out from a die, and I'll just pop these in here. So this is just a little package. This is pretty well all you need to get started, with the exception. The only thing that you don't have is a stamp set, and that is usually up to you. And this little case that I created is about $20. Now, the items inside are more than $20, but it's just to get you started. So I wanted to let you know. So if you ever wanted to start that, let me know. And if you want a little stamp set, some of them start at $14, $17, and they go up. So anything that you can add to that, it's great. So I wanted to let you know, you don't need a lot of items to get started for stamping. It is actually a lot of fun. And today I'm going to do a card strictly from the very beginning. I haven't even designed it, so I can't even show it to you. And I'm going to show you some little things that I'm using from my little scrap bin. I have a scrap bin, and then as I go through and I got little pieces left over, I toss it in. And then at the end, when I have some time, I go through and I make a card. And I'm going to show you with some of my little scrap bin, we're going to be making some 3x3 cards, and we're going to be using the gift wrapped stamp set and bundle to make those cards. So are you ready, ladies? I am glad you could join me. So let's get started. I have decided I'm going to make a little card using the designer series paper. Now, designer series paper, or DSP, I may be calling it. It's just really pretty paper. This is from Stampin' Up, and it is double-sided. It comes in the mini catalog, and as I mentioned, if you want like a copy of the mini catalog and you don't have one, drop me a comment below and I will be happy to send it out to you. If you live in Canada, that is great. I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I love, 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 love creating cards. And if you comment, I think what I'll do is pop some cards in the mail for you. And anyways, so let's get started here. Oh, Dorothy, I just wanted to let you know that I have popped in the mail a mini catalog for you and the items that you requested. So they're on their way, so don't worry. So what we're going to do is I am going to start with, like I said, I haven't designed the cards, so we're doing this together. I am going to be using, let's see, a piece of Whisper White as my card base. So I'm going to be cutting that at 5.5. So I'm going to cut that at 5.5. Whoa. Oh, did it the wrong way. So let's go 4.25. See, it does happen. I'm going to use these. These goes into my scrap bin. It happens. So that was 4.25. I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, and I'm going to score it, which means I'm going to break some of the fibers on the card base to make a little line so that I can fold the card nice and easy. So that's at 5.5. So I got a white card base, and what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to be using it like this. And what we're going to do, I have two pieces. This is 2.5 inches by 5.25, so it's a little bit smaller. And what I did is I created a little bit of a frame, so that's a little bit larger. And we're going to be gluing this together. And let us get our glue. So I got the pieces. I will write down afterwards the dimensions below in the comments so that you can create this card. And I'm going to this is really simple card. I'm going to be using my glue, and I'm going to glue it onto the mat from side to side so that it has a nice little blue edge all the way around. So when I put it on here, it has a little bit of blue all the way around. So what I'm going to do, as I mentioned, we are going to be using the gift wrap bundle, and that's going to be coming in. So what I wanted to do is actually just put that down right now, and we are going to be using some ribbon. Where did I put my ribbon? And I'm going to just be putting that around on that little piece that we just created. So I'm going to put it around on one side. I'm going to tape it down. I know some people like to use glue, but I like the tape because it doesn't cause it to be sticky on the other side. So I'm just going to use a little tape, and if it needs to be moved, it's easy enough to pull up. So I have that on there. Oh, see, it's a little crooked, so this is what I mean. I need to move it around. So I'll pull that up again and wrap it around. With a card, you really can't go wrong. Some people always say to me, is this okay? And I said, you know what? It is your card. It is going to be perfect. So we have this little piece. This is very, very simple card we're going to be making. And I'm going to be using one of the sentiments, because I'm going to put it down here on the sentiment on the card base. And I'm going to use a Very Merry Christmas. And I'm going to be using that in the same color as the mat I have there. Now that is Night of Navy. So I have the ink that's the same color, and that is going to add it, just make it pop and coordinate with the color of the ink pad. I mean the mat behind it. Now some people, they say to me, Tina, why do you always put that on an angle? You never put it straight. And the reason I do that is because I find that when I started stamping, I was always making all of my stamping flush with the block. And if my stamp was off by just a little bit, I would always it would always turn out crooked. So if I put it on sideways or crooked or at an angle, this forces me to look through the block and focus on the stamp and not the block to make it straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it up with my Night of Navy ink. And I know that it needs to go thereabouts here. So I'm going to stamp it down. Oh, look at that color, huh? Isn't that fantastic? See, as I mentioned, it forced me to look through the block and to the stamp set itself to make it straight. So what I am going to do now, if I kind of lay that on top, I can see that it matches, the ink matches the mat, So that was Night of Navy. And I can now put this down. I'm going to glue this down because I am done adding my ribbon and such. So let's just get my glue. And if anything here that you see that you like or you need, any adhesive, inks and stuff like that, just drop me an email. My email is northernstamper@gmail.com. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. So I wanted to just show you. So one, if I just left the card like that, that looks really pretty. I like that just by itself. But I want to add a little bow to that because I wanted to show you. Now, there are different bows to choose from. I have one with lots of stripes, some with a few, and one like, I guess, a tartan kind. That reminds me of a tartan. So we're just going to choose one of these, and let's go with the lots of stripes. And I am going to put that on a block. And notice I'm putting it, always make sure that your stamp is slightly smaller than the block. You don't want to have a huge block. Otherwise, you are likely to over ink and then get it on your paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using that Night of Navy again. And I'm going to ink it up. Boop, boop, boop. Tap and turn. You don't need to hit it really hard. And I'm going to stamp it on a scrap piece of paper. And voila, doesn't that look fantastico? So, we are going to use our little punch. Boop, boop, and punch that out. And just line it up. And punch it out, see. I love this punch. These punches are so fantastic. And if anything goes wrong, you just contact the company. They have phenomenal customer service. I think they are. It's really fantastic. Customer service is very important nowadays. And these guys are fantastic. So I'm just going to add this little bow here. And voila, look at that. Isn't that cute? That is such a cute little card there. Very simple. A little ribbon, a little DSP. If you want, you can always add more. You can add some INKstella, which is a pen, like a paintbrush, and it comes out with little sparkly things. So let's just add a little bit. INKstella, $11. Can't go wrong. Everybody needs one. This has lasted me, I have to say, up to almost, I think this is going on to year 3. I bought this when I first started about 3-4 years ago, and it's still going. So INKstella, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I think I just got to add it to more little snowflakes. Oh my goodness. Just like, let's just go crazy here. Why not? So I'm just going to add some INKstella, make it pop up. Now that is such a simple card. Love it. Now, if you want, you can always color in the little ribbons there, but I just like it just the way it is. You can always add some embellishments, like gems and stuff like that. But I wanted to show you very simple card using the gift wrapped bundle. Now, it doesn't have to be just for Christmas. What if we change that into some other DSP, remember, pretty paper, and put it in with something that's a little bit more happy for birthdays and stuff like that. We could always just swap it out and add it in. So it can be for birthdays and everything. Same design, just replace the paper. Very simple. What a great little set that is. So what do you think of that? Ha ha! So that is a one card that you can make. Very simple. Like I said, I designed this like on the fly. And just to let you know that these cards are so simple. Now let us move on to the box of odds and sods that I have. Now, who does not keep boxes of odds and sods? So I've got a whole bunch of papers. I just keep dropping them in. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create something using some 3x3 pieces. So I had some, but I don't know where they went to. Is this in here? And, oh, there we go. So I had made some. It's very simple. What you do is you cut the cardstock. Always keep your scraps. This is 6 inches by 3 inches, and then you score at 3 inches. So when you fold it, it's a simple little 3 by 3 card. And I'm going to show you, this is great for piling up like a whole bunch and making a pack of little thank you cards. And what you just do, put about 2 or 3 together. I had samples here, but I can't find it. And you just kind of hand them out. I've done that to some people, and they are just really appreciative. You just hand them out, and what we're going to do is we are going to just decorate the front here. So, with that said, let's get some designer series paper, the DSP. Oh, here they are. So I'm going to make a little pack. Very, very simple. Put a few in here. And a little note inside that says just a little thank you. And when I go to the post office, I hand it to the post office lady. I hand it to the cashier and say, you know what, let's spread some little happy joy there. So let's grab some DSP, pretty paper, remember? And look, I could use, that one would look really good on that. And so we are going to look through some of these and pick some out. And, okay, I got that one. I'm going to use that. And what else have we got? So, like I said, just winging it today. So, I'm going to need to get my trimmer. That is one thing you do need when you do some cutting with cards. So, I'm just going to cut that to 3 inches. You do need a trimmer. And it is such a useful tool. I like this one because it has the scoring blade along with the cutting blade. So that is 3, and I'm going to cut it, maybe 1.5. I'll do a couple of these, get some extras. The great thing about these papers is they have designs on the back too. So if you don't like, you can always turn it over and it will always match. So let's take a look. So I got that, and I'm going to put it like this on top. So when I fold the card, it adds a little bit. Now, we were going to use the bow. So I'm going to just put that up there in the corner. Get some white paper, get my paper. And because there is a little bit of blue in here, I'm going to use that Night of Navy color again. And I'm going to pick that up from the DSP. Open it up. And put, let's use that tartan one. And I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. Pull that off onto the block. And I'm going to ink it up. Now, I have a lot of classes that are very simple, and this is just like a class. And I wanted to let you know, January, I have a whole bunch of great things coming up. I have a Sip Sip Hooray bingo event on January 22nd where it is online. And what we're going to do is we're going to be playing bingo, and everybody's going to have a beverage, whatever kind of beverage you would like, red wine, white wine, sparkling cider. You don't want to miss that. It's a lot of fun. And I have new prizes, and it's always a lot of fun. So now I've stamped it in Night of Navy, and I'm going to use the punch and punch that out. Okay. Now if we go like this, I could just add it like that. But remember I said there is the other side. What if we added something from the other side of one of the pretty papers, which I had here a minute ago? Oh, my goodness. How is that possible? Does this ever happen to you? You put something down and voila, it is gone. Oh, what the heck? Let's pull something out from our bin. How about some of this nice sparkly designer series paper that we have? I have a little strip of that. Let's cut some of that to the same size. I love Stampin' Up! Because everything matches. Can't go wrong. So I'm going to cut this 3 by 3, 3 inches long, and whatever that strip is. Remember I told you it comes out of my odds and sods bin. So let's go like that. Great 3 by 3 card. We're going to put this on top, so let's glue that down. Okay. Glue that down. See? Great on this side too. We could have used this side. It is a tough choice, I gotta tell you. I love their papers. The way they make everything match, it is fantastic. So I'm going to add this along. Now I can either just leave it like that and add that on top, or I can add a piece of blue underneath with that punch. And let's see how that's going to look. So if I add the blue underneath, and I'm just going to offset it a little bit, it kind of gives it a bit of a shadow. Got to make sure it's the right way. So I'm going to actually offset it a little so it's got a bit of a shadow. I like that. That is a great look. So add a little bit of glue, offset it a little, use my cushy little dimensionals to pop it up. Boop. Boop. I guess it thought I needed to pop up too. And we're going to stick that on here. Very simple. I'm going to actually put it up a little higher so that we can add a sentiment. Now, if we got a little sentiment, I always have a little sentiment box. I don't think I want to add happy birthday. Let's see, what have we got in here? I'm just going to use wrapped especially for you. And let's just find that. And place that on a block. Love these blocks. The blocks they're really thick and they have little parts that you can hold on to. Great little investment. And we're going to ink that up in the Night of Navy. Okay. There we go. Put it on the end. And I'm just going to cut this. It's a very simple, just nothing fancy on this. And we're going to tuck it in underneath with a little glue. Very simple. Hand it out to people. Nowadays we need to spread some joy, some love, some caring. And we just have it like that. That is really cute. As I said, this is just my odds and sods box and fantastic little card. Love it. So that is so simple to make. Great with this stamp set. And I wanted to show you. We could always do another one. Can keep going. I could even do that in a flirty flamingo. Same idea. We could use a little pieces of the leftover papers that I have. They do turn out really well. So if I match that up, I could use maybe a little strip there, or I could use a blue underneath. Anything that would match. Let's see how the blue would work. Oh, that would work really well, even if I have it off a little. Oh, that is... Actually, let's make a card using this. Now I got some ideas. This is what happens with the little pieces of paper. I'm going to use some of the strips from this. Don't need a whole bunch because we're just going to pop it up underneath. And odds and sods, love the little box. When you have time, you can always add some in. So let's add this up. Put a little tape on. Okay. I'm going to turn it around so I can make sure I can eyeball it. Okay. Hold that down a little bit. Add a little tape on this side. This is a great little set. These little 3x3 cards are fantastic to hand out. Who doesn't like getting something? Who doesn't like giving something? So we're just going to glue that down a little bit on each side. These are easy. These are fantastic if you want to give a Christmas gift even to some people, like little stocking stuffers. So we're going to put that in there. Okay. And let us make another little bow. I love the darker color of the Night of Navy, so let's go with that. And let us go in this color. Let's take the same color as the card base and add that in. Okay, I'm going to stamp it in Night of Navy. Okay. And pop it out. Now, maybe what I'll do with this is add some Stella to it or something. So if we go like that, and just pop it up with the dimensionals. And all you need to do really is add a sentiment. There we go. And another cute little card. So I could add these all together in a little box or a little package and hand it out. Or if you want to do that with birthday cards and stuff, you can create a whole birthday box and have that as a gift for somebody. So you just create the box. I could show you how to do that. And you just add in all your cards and hand it out as a little gift. So that's there's so many things that you can do. A couple of these in a little package, hand it out, add like 3 or 4 of these. Sweet little gift. Now, with the gift wrap stamp set, let me know if you would like one. These are fantastic. Like I said, they don't have to be for Christmas. Think outside the box. Outside the box. And let us get crafting with some of these great things. Check out online my upcoming events. You don't want to miss it. I have a celebration and occasion Facebook kickoff in January. We got a Sip Sip Hooray bingo in January on the 22nd and an all-day retreat where it is filled with creating cards and stuff like that. Plus, you get dinner and lunch included, and it's all online. It is going to be a great day. Check out some events and classes I have coming up. Let me know what you think about the gift wrapped. If you like the idea of the 3x3, check out. Keep your little supplies there in little pieces in your bin so we can create again. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 10:30. Don't miss out. Drop me a comment.